Lord Beresford, Wellington's second in command, was sent down to Albeura to meet the French under Marshal Soult, who were coming up from Seville. And they met at this village called Albeura, and Marshal Soult was actually pretty tactically clever. He did an attack on the village and across the bridge and the river, but essentially it was a diversionary flank attack, and instead the majority of the French army came round these hills and up from the south where we're facing now, and basically attacked the Spanish troops that were on the right flank of the British, that weren't really expecting to actually be attacked at that time. Beresford desperately brought British battalions down. There was a massive sort of infantry and artillery slugging match across these hills, with constantly bringing in reinforcements that would push the battle one way or another. But this was really the centre of the battlefield, with the British forces on this ridge and coming across this ridge, and then the French forces on the opposite side and bringing more reinforcements across. There was a key point where one of the four of the British regiments in this gully ahead of us basically got caught by 3,000 Polish lancers from coming over from the dead ground on the right, and something like 1,500 soldiers were killed in that cavalry charge. And then eventually Beresford was able to bring in Cole's reinforcements, and that eventually meant that the French had to withdraw. They were under too much pressure, and Marshal Soult went back to Seville, and Beresford was able to go back to Barrio. But it was a bloody stalemate almost, and it was also a really costly, in terms of human life, battle. I think probably a draw. Both generals seemed to be unhappy with their performance, and Marshal Soult almost pulled off a massive win here. But the British basically were stubborn enough to actually hold their ground.